A new Quinnipiac University poll out of Ohio spells a little bit of trouble for Democrats in the key swing state. Now, this poll that was released yesterday showed some different hypothetical general election matchups in the state of Ohio. Now, once again, Ohio is actually very important in the general election. In fact, no one has won the presidency without carrying Ohio since John F. Kennedy did in 1960. So that's pretty important. That is a streak of 13 consecutive elections that were won with the help of Ohio. Ohio is actually very important. Now, this poll shows general election matchups between Hillary Clinton and the Republicans, as well as Bernie Sanders versus all the different Republicans. Now, I'm going to go through those results right now. Now, when it's Clinton matched up against the different Republicans, she loses to Donald Trump by 2 points. She also is 3 points behind Ted Cruz and 5 points behind Marco Rubio. Now, this last stat should be unsurprising. Where's John Kasich? She's actually 19 points behind Governor John Kasich of Ohio. Now, that shouldn't be a surprise to you. He's the governor. You tend to do better in your home state. Now, I was arguing with some people earlier who brought up, like, Bernie Sanders, his ship is sinking because he's losing in Arkansas. Now think about that for a minute. Now I look at that, and I'm a Senator Sanders supporter, but I look at that and I think, well, no shit. Arkansas, Bill Clinton was governor of Arkansas. And while he was governor, Hillary Clinton sat on the board of Walmart, one of the most powerful corporations in Arkansas, has a lot of political influence. Is that a surprise that he's losing? That's like saying, Hillary Clinton, your campaign is driving off a cliff because you're losing by 63 points in the state of Vermont. When you're in your home field, you have something called a home field advantage. And that's exactly what John Kasich has. So versus Hillary Clinton. Not only that, but he also has the same advantage over Bernie Sanders as well. And so that is not a good thing. Now, one thing that this poll points out is her low level of popularity. Just 37% of Ohio voters say that they view her favorably, while 57% said that they saw her in an unfavorable light. So her favorability, unfavorable, is really in the tank. Pretty bad, right? And we see that all around in national polls as well. Now, Bernie Sanders, he did better, but not that much. He tied Trump and beat Cruz by 2 points. He, however, lost to Rubio by 2 points and to Kasich by the same amount as Hillary Clinton, by 19 points. Now, this poll had a margin of error of about 2.5%. If this poll, if this is not an outlier, this is a disaster for both Democratic candidates. Now, Bernie Sanders does better. That shows me that even in the most dire circumstances, Bernie Sanders is still more electable than Hillary Clinton. But still, Ohio, very, very important in the general. So you have to keep that in mind, how much of a disaster this might spell for the Democrats. So, Democrats, get out the message. And Bernie Sanders, I think if Bernie Sanders continues to get more name recognition in Ohio, people, like once he starts campaigning in Ohio and really starts going door to door, well, that's going to make a huge difference, I think. So, that's also a consideration. He's not there, he's not campaigning in Ohio. Once he gets there, well, usually when he goes into a state, his numbers start to improve. So, will we see that happen? There's a good chance. But nonetheless, everybody, all the Democrats, liberals, we should be looking at this poll and saying, and getting a little bit worried. You should say, oh crap, this is not a good poll for any of the Democratic candidates. Let's take a look and let's do some more outreach. And we got a lot of work to do in Ohio. So, that's my takeaway.